We've got some big news this week on the Xbox side of things. It's been a pretty big week, actually. We're going to recap it all here in this video today. We've got Fable. It's been delayed. We've got Xbox dropping some new games into their Play Anywhere service. So if you own these games, you can now stream them directly, to your devices. So that's fantastic. We've got some AI stuff to talk about in Call of Duty. You know where I stand with AI. We did a video the other day. And there's this weird freak out about AI that I genuinely don't understand. Go follow me on Twitter because I'm talking about it over there quite a bit. We'll review that today. We've got Xbox having a pretty big presence, or going to have a pretty big presence, supposedly, at GDC. That's the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. So we'll go over that. And then last but not least, we do have some studio closures from WB Games. What does this mean? What does this mean? Is the industry collapsing? Is it a correction? We'll talk about it. We'll go over it all today. Before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time right here on this channel. Please bear with me. I'm just getting over a really bad, it's either bronchitis or pneumonia. It's been rough. It's been a rough last 7 to 10 days. So thank you guys for your support and for watching. Again, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let's go over Fable first. Xbox News: Fable game is delayed to 2026. Microsoft is giving Playground Games more time to work on its new Fable game. Here's the thing. With the delay, do you think that do you have any doubt that Playground's not going to deliver Playground Games? Because it's Playground Games and their pedigree with what they've done with all of the Forza Horizons, I have no doubt that Playground Games is absolutely going to deliver on Fable. I'm not worried about this at all, and I absolutely cheer on, delay it. Delay it if it means fine-tuning things. Here's what happened. Microsoft has decided to delay, this is according to Tom Warren at The Verge, Microsoft has decided to delay the release window of its upcoming Fable game to 2026. The Xbox maker originally said last year that Fable would arrive at some point in 2025, but now Xbox Game Studio chief Craig Duncan has provided an update on the game during an appearance of the official Xbox podcast. Here's what he said, quote, "We previously announced the date for Fable as 2025. We are actually going to give Fable more time, and it's going to ship in 2026 now. While I know that's not maybe the news people want to hear, what I want to assure people of is that it's definitely worth the wait. I have unequivocal, that's a good word, unequivocal confidence in the Playground team." Then that's me. Because it's Playground. If it was anyone else, if there was a studio maybe that yet was untested, untried, which you wouldn't do, you wouldn't give Fable to an untried, untested studio, there would maybe be questions like, oh no, why is it being delayed? Are there bigger problems here? Are there bigger issues? No, it's Playground Games. They know what they're doing. They know how to develop these types of worlds. They know how to develop and just deliver on interesting stuff. So I have no doubt here. Now, what's interesting is they did drop some updated gameplay, and this has been doing the rounds on Twitter, and everybody's saying, hey, check out what we're getting here from the updated alpha gameplay. It looks beautiful. So let's take a look at it here. Actually, should I turn on? Let's turn on the audio. There's the audio. And it does, the lighting, the world looks fabulous. The shadows, there's chickens. You can kick chickens again. I'm seeing. Fight the chicken. Dude, it's going to be so much fun to be back in a world filled with so much character, so much fun, so tongue-in-cheek. That's their trap. Dude, look at lighting. Lighting looks fantastic. This is pre-alpha footage. This is going to be gameplay. Look, yes, sword. Ooh, block. Looks good. Looks good. Here we go. Kick the chicken. Kicks the chicken. Yes. As Fable would have it. Again, not at all worried about Fable. I would love to know what you guys think. Are you guys worried at all? Do you like what you're seeing so far here from Playground Games and Fable? I do. I love what we're seeing. Fable, the world itself, the very tongue-in-cheek, that very British sense of humor comes through. I think it'll be nice to get Fable back in 2026 from the glory days that was the Xbox 360, and I'm only looking forward to Fable. Let me know. in the comments below, though, what you guys think, if you're hesitant at all, if maybe there is something to be worried about. Next up, we've got a news article from purexbox.com. We've got 10 more titles coming to the Stream Your Own Game service. The games are Atomic Heart, Cult of the Lamb, Hotline Miami. I do own that game. I own that game on Steam and on Xbox. I got it 2 places. There's a lot of games that I have that way. Hotline Miami is one of them. Killer Frequency, Neva, Overcooked, Phantom Breaker, Serious Sam, Trepang 2, and Worms Armageddon. Here's the thing. Worms Armageddon. Have you guys ever played Worms Armageddon? It's one of those games that goes under the radar. And it's a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. It's a particularly multiplayer, turn-based multiplayer, like battle war system, RTS type of game that I played on. Was it the Xbox 360? It was the Xbox 360 that I would play. We played with my friends, and we do like hot seat matches on it. I think that was Worms Armageddon. Anyways, maybe it was a different iteration of Worms. I'm pretty sure it was Worms Armageddon. Anyways, great series, ton of fun. If you own these games, you can now stream them to your own game. We're getting close to 100. 100 games is what we're closing in now on this. Again, these are going to be slowly added over time. And eventually, I think we're going to get to a point where outside of maybe some big licensing games, for instance, like games that involve licensed music and stuff, because that's the difficulty, I think we're going to get to a point where 90% of the games you own, 99% of the games you own have this capability. If not all of your games have this capability. What you own, you can stream. And that's the nature. That's the future. It's very pro-consumer. That's where cloud gaming is going. So very excited. This is big news. 10 more titles now to where you can stream your own game. Let's go over to Game Rant, and they have an article about Xbox and their plans for GDC. Now, I have been to GDC in the past. I have had to go there for work. I think it's one of the best conferences for gaming and gamers. Here's the thing. It's targeted towards game developers. It's the Game Developer Conference. And that's why, for me, it was a ton of fun. Not that I'm a game developer, but it was fun to see how games, publishers, platforms are talking to developers. It's very future focused as well. Like, hey, here's what we're trying to do. Here's the tools we're bringing you. Here's where we want to go in the future from here. So Xbox has big plans for GDC this year, says Game Rant. Now, with GDC right around the corner, Xbox looks to be preparing to have a massive presence. Microsoft announced that Xbox is confirmed to be attending GDC this year and will take part in a number of conferences, panels, and even serve as a sponsor for the Independent Games Festival. Most interestingly, Xbox seems to be using part of its This Is an Xbox ad campaign to advertise its presence to developers at GDC this year. In its post, Xbox used an image with the campaign's same font stylings as well as the same depiction of different types of devices with the Xbox app loaded. Here we go. Develop for Xbox anywhere, reach players everywhere. Xbox at GDC 2025. Again, this has been their best marketing push. Xbox has really gotten it together with Game Pass, what Xbox is with this Play Anywhere marketing push. They did the first one, 3 months ago, maybe longer than that. Maybe it's 6 months ago. I don't think so. I think it was like around October. So I think it's smart to also play on this for developers. Makes a lot of sense for me. Earlier this week on the official Xbox podcast, head of Xbox Game Studio, Craig Duncan, said that, quote, everyone that makes a game wants it to reach as many players as possible, and it seems that Xbox is looking to use this sentiment to attract game developers to create games for the Xbox ecosystem. Supporting this is the message in Xbox GDC 2025 announcement image, quote, develop for Xbox anywhere, reach players everywhere, written in bold green letters. We just saw that above. I think this is Xbox being more aggressive, part of, a three-pronged attack here that they're doing. You need developers to develop on your system, or not on your system, on your ecosystem. Hey, let us tell you about Game Pass. Let us tell you what it can do for you. Would you like to talk to us about Game Pass? Would you like to bring your product to Game Pass? That does not mean that you have to leave your product, not launch your product anywhere else. Go launch your product everywhere else, but bring it to Game Pass. Come join us. Let's see what we can do. Let's see how it can help you. I think it's huge. I think, again, we're just at the beginning of the Game Pass situation. I think we're at the beginning of this new generation of Xbox, this aggressive generation of Xbox, and I think we're at the beginning of the Xbox domination generation, and this is just another sign of that. I'd love to know what you guys think, though. Number one, have you been to GDC? If you have, do you think Xbox going in hard is good? I do. I've been there. I think it's one of the more valuable conferences out there. Absolutely. So I'm excited about this, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Next up, WB cancels Wonder Woman game and closes 3 studios. And this is just the nature of the environment that we in. I believe we're seeing a massive correction in the gaming space on multiple fronts. So we're seeing obviously a change in the direction of console gaming and the future of gaming on that front. We're seeing new technologies via cloud gaming, AI, etc. bring gaming to another level, different mediums of consumption, different opportunities for gamers to participate and partake in gaming on that front. But since COVID, there's been COVID saw these like record revenues, saw this huge expansion, especially amongst Western developers, and we're just seeing a correction. This is just a market correction, in my opinion, of this. It's really sad, but it is what it is. So the studios behind Middle-earth Games and Multiverses are no more. This is an article at IGN here. Jason Schreier actually broke the news, according to Bloomberg, and then WB confirmed via the following statement. Here's what they have to say. We've had to make some very difficult decisions to structure our development studios and investments around building the best games possible with our key franchises. And now they list their key franchises. Harry Potter, yep. Dude, that Harry Potter game, I cannot wait for number 2. It's going to be amazing. Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. After careful consideration, we are closing 3 of our development studios: Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and Warner Brothers Games San Diego. This is a strategic change in direction and not a reflection of these teams or the talent that consists within them. The development of Monolith's Wonder Woman video game will not move forward. Our hope was to give players and fans the highest quality experience possible for the iconic character, and unfortunately, this is no longer possible within our strategic priorities. This is another tough decision, as we recognize Monolith's storied history of delivering epic fan experiences through amazing games. We greatly admire the passion of the 3 teams and thank every employee for their contributions. As difficult as today is, we remain focused on and excited about getting back to producing high-quality games for our passionate fans and developed by our world-class studios, and getting our games business back to profitability and growth in 2025 and beyond. Again, it's the economic times that we're living in, the crazy inflation. All this stems from COVID. Overspending, free money flowed. Everybody was at home having fun playing games, and now we're just seeing a market correction, in my opinion. So we'll see. I'm sure this is not going to be the last of this. It is always sad when studios close, but that's the reality. And it's going to be interesting. From the chaos, from the ashes, we're going to get some very talented new studios that pop up. We're going to get some very talented indie studios that pop up from this. So it's going to be very interesting to see where we go from here and what happens, what the end result is. But there we are with that. Next up, let's talk some AI. And AI is something, we'll close on this today, that I'm really passionate about. I think AI presents an opportunity in gaming, not just in gaming. AI has a lot of functionality and features. I use it every single day in my job. In gaming, though, specifically, I think it represents features and opportunity unlike we've ever seen. There's a lot of, especially games journalists, that are just against it. And I get it. Honestly, their jobs are under threat, probably the most threat from AI. I can take someone, for instance, and I can say, here are all the articles this person has ever written. Now write me an article in their voice, and it will do it, and it will do it pretty well. So I understand their speculation there, but as far as what AI can do for gaming, it can speed up game development. It can take repetitive tasks and, simplify them, just do them for you so that you're not spending all your time doing it. So you can spend your time focusing on things that matter, like mechanics and gameplay and storytelling and stuff like that. But a controversy has peaked up the last few days where over on Steam, you have to disclose now if you're using AI. And Call of Duty, on the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 page, you have to do that. So there's a bunch of images that people are saying, look, they've been using AI. And my take is, who cares? I genuinely don't care if you're using AI. In fact, let me read with you my take here. And I want you guys to let me know, what am I missing here? Am I missing something? I genuinely do not care if you're using AI art in a game as long as it's not crappy. If it looks freaking cool, it looks freaking cool. And I think this is the type of stuff that AI is going to be able to help speed up and really make immersive worlds for you. Like if you don't have to spend your time, imagine what an independent developer can do. You're a one-man team and you need to create all of these art assets. Well, now you can use AI to help you. And it doesn't mean that they're low quality. And you can go through and tweak them by hand even. It just speeds up that process. AI is a tool. AI is a tool in the same way Adobe Premiere Pro is a tool. It's a tool in the same way Unreal Engine is a tool or Unity Engine is a tool. It's a tool that you can use that I think is going to enhance creativity. It's going to enhance speed. It's going to enhance quality. And there are going to be people that, lowest hanging fruit, lowest common denominator that create crap with it, but people create crap with Unity and Unreal Engine and Adobe all the time. Who cares? There's going to be people that take this and master it and really get the most out of it. So I think the potential here on AI is sky high. But honestly, let's pretend some of these assets in here are used with AI, like this Santa skin on your gun. I don't care. It's freaking badass. Yeah, give it to me. Or how about this background image on a loading screen, for instance? I don't care. Yeah, it's badass. Look how cool that looks. As long as it fits in with your overall art style, most players aren't even going to know what is AI and what's not AI. And I don't think that's bad at all if it speeds it up. Here's what I had to say. This is the art. This is the menu art on the UI that is being used. That initially was being used as an example. Look, this is ridiculous. I think this looks freaking cool for Christmas. This is zombie Christmas. It fits the Call of Duty theme. Look how cool. If this is what they used AI to make, good. Who cares? Ready for this? I also don't think that Steam should require, like, what good does it do? Like, every game is gonna have that disclosure. Like, why do we need that disclosure? Like, there are some AI elements in this game. Okay, that's gonna in 1 year, that will be every game on the planet. Like, that disclosure does nothing to me. Now, YouTube, it makes sense if, for instance, this video that you're watching of me is done with video AI and I'm not a real human, that makes sense on why you would want to disclose that on, for instance, YouTube. Hey, this isn't me. I typed this into a computer. And clearly it's not. Look how terrible I look. If I was AI, I'd make myself look a lot better and I wouldn't be sick. So, but this is the image. No big deal. Here's what I had to say, though. On it, I said the Call of Duty AI art controversy blows my mind. Some content in Call of Duty, like the image below, was AI generated and people are freaking out. I promise you, nobody loads up Call of Duty thinking, man, I hope this loading screen was hand painted using museum quality standards. How many of those mad actually noticed the AI art before others on X told them to be mad about it? Freaking out over AI generated art in a game where we literally spend hundreds of hours shooting each other in the face is wild. And I find it very hard to believe that the 360 no-scope crowd suddenly cares about digital brushstrokes. Guaranteed, half these complaints are from people who haven't touched the game since Modern Warfare 2. The only thing that matters is the gameplay solid. Does it run smooth? Can I still make a 12-year-old cry by camping with a riot shield? That used to be my go-to move there, baby. I'm dating myself. What do you think? Let me know below. Bonus points if you can name more than 3 famous painters while you're at it. Nobody cares. And this is where also I think there's a disconnect between gaming media and even some gaming content creators and your average gamer. Your average gamer, I promise you, legitimately does not care that their game was made with the help of AI. No one cares. They care if the game is good. Now they do care if you didn't put in any effort and it sucks and your game comes out bad. But then that's not that you're using AI. They care that the game sucks, right? Like, you were lazy and you made a crappy product that is not entertaining me. That's what I care about. Again, you give me badass images in a game, I don't give a shit where they came from. Genuinely, I do not care. Do you care? If so, why? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know where I'm right. Let me know what your favorite story is from the week. Again, thank you for bearing with me. It's been a rough couple days. I'm sick. I've been coughing off camera here. And on a few cuts on this. So thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. My name is X1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this all the time. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.